I saw my favorite actor from the 90s. I was a huge Fresh Prince of Bel-Air fan, huge fan of the movie Bad Boys. Will Smith was trending, and I was like, why is Will Smith trending? And then I noticed his wife, Jada Pinkett Smith, is trending, and I'm like, why are they trending? And then I found out why they were trending, and I went, if you don't know about the Will Smith, Jada Pinkett Smith, and then someone named August, put August on the list of names that nobody trusts. Never trust, if you come in contact with an August, if you're in the month of August, don't trust that month. It's not a good month. That's not the month to buy a home. That's not the month to start a new relationship. If your birthday is during that month, keep it quiet, all right? Why don't you celebrate it a month later and just say, oh, no, it's actually September. October, September. That's the right order. But apparently, this is what happened. Jada Pinkett Smith made a new friend. His name's August. He looks like someone that would be named August. And then August came out and made claims that apparently he had a sexual relationship with Jada Pinkett Smith and he had Will Smith's blessing. And then he said all this stuff, that trended, and then Will Smith and Jada made a video. I didn't watch the video. And you know why? Because it's none of my business. It's nobody's business. If all three of them are having, it's got nothing to do with us. Anytime there's like a celebrity sex scandal, this is the checklist I do in my head. Was everyone a consenting adult? Okay? Was there any sex trafficking involved? All right? No children? Everyone's 18 and over? Okay? And there's no photo of you high-fiving Jeffrey Epstein? No? None of my business. If none of those things are happening, none of my business. Does it involve my significant other? Then none of my business. None of my business. Does it involve my Airbnb that I rent out? Do I need to bleach the place? No? None of my business. None of my business. Why do people... you know what? I'm not even knocking the people that care. Because to be fair, 10 years ago, I would have cared. I'm 33. If I was 23, I would have cared. I would have cared because that stuff's juicy gossip. But what happens as you get older is you realize we're all weird, all right? And something happens when, this doesn't happen to all couples. But once couples get into, 45 and north, you start getting into some different stuff, all right? I've noticed it. I've met people 45 and north, and they kind of, they try out some new stuff. They try out some of the stuff they've never tried in their entire life, and they're kind of going through a midlife crisis, and they're like, let's get it. I just made a lot of purchases on Amazon, and it's coming in discreet packaging, so we're going to have fun this weekend. That's what happens. And we're all going to be there. Maybe. Some of you are there right now. Some of you are taking a break from that weird thing you started doing in your 50s to watch this video. Totally understandable. It's none of our business, though. But I get it. If I was 23, I would have cared, but I'm 33. And I understand that everyone has their weirdness, all right? There's things I want to keep between me and my significant other, all right? None of this needs to be out there, okay? That's between me. It's not meant for the public. Not that they'd care, but it's meant for me and her and whoever she decides to tell. That's what it's meant for. Like me, I don't need the world to know that sometimes when I'm laying down watching TV, I snore while I'm awake. That's for me to know. Sometimes, if I'm sleeping into this situation, my eyes are open, I'm watching the program, but apparently I start snoring. I don't hear it. I can't hear it. But the person next to me looks over at me like I'm dying, and they're like, oh, I thought you were asleep. And I'm like, no, I'm wide awake. They're like, it sounds like you're snoring. So I have awake sleep apnea, apparently. I didn't know that. I don't have regular sleep apnea. I just have awake sleep apnea sometimes. I don't need the world knowing that. I also have feet that don't match my body, okay? If you look at my feet, they are wide and hairy and veiny, and they don't match the rest of me. They look like I was in a terrible accident, and they had to take someone else's feet that died to put them on my feet. That's what it looked like. Like it was an organ donor's feet. They don't look like my feet. I don't need the world to know that. That's between me and my significant other. I don't need people to chime in on that on Twitter. Thankfully, no one would. But if I was in a Will Smith situation, I wouldn't want that. Those feet are between me and my significant other and whoever she decides to tell about. Whoever she decides to snap a picture of and send to her friends. That's between us. Alright? Another one, I have the hairiest ass on the planet. That's not for the world to know. That's for me to know. Alright? For whatever reason, my body's built up to where I have no chest hair, no gut hair, and then once the waist down, Neanderthal. Full Neanderthal. That's why I'm the grooming guru on Manscaped ads. They picked the right guy, all right? My headshot was the rear. That was my headshot for that commercial. They're like, you're perfect. Come as you are. I don't need the world to know that. That's between me and my significant other. Me snoring while I'm awake, my feet that don't match, my hairy rear, that's between me and my significant other, just like Will Smith, Jada Pinkett Smith, and whoever the hell decides to walk around the world by the name of August. Ugh. You sound like a child villain in a movie about the 20s. Whatever they all decide to do, that's between them. So I didn't watch the video because it's got nothing to do with me. Now, if it comes out that August is under the age of 18, don't worry, Netflix is already on it, and we're gonna be thoroughly entertained in about 6 to 8 months. They're gonna edit the hell out of it. None of our business. None of it.